Howdy, this is Marissa with Marisa Moments podcast, where I give you my real life stories and their healing translations. So let's just get straight into it. Spirit put on my heart the memory or notion, if you will, of vampires. I was going to do the hissing noise, but I feel like that's not right. Anyway, if you watch many vampire movies, shows, anything like that, they have this thing where they have to be invited into your home, otherwise they just cannot come in, right? And if you're maybe a True Blood fan, then you know that once you invite them in, you can also kick them back out. All you have to do is resend their invitation, right? Sookie did it to Bill, and he flew right on out the door. Oops, I should have said spoiler alert. Anyway, what Spirit is saying is that we operate under the notion that it's like once you buy it or buy into it, then you're all in. Like, there is no going back. There's no returns, no exchanges, all sales final, right? And Spirit is like, no, that's BS. It's bull pucky, right? Because essentially anything that is programmed into us or anything that we are doing, involving ourselves in, whether that be a relationship, whether that be, I don't know, a job or a place of employment or just anything really. There are certain exceptions, so I will put a little asterisk in there, because if you have certain true responsibilities, and notice I put that emphasis on true responsibilities, because we're programmed to think essentially everything is our responsibility, and that's just a lie. But anyway, that's a whole nother podcast. Let's talk about the things that are not true responsibilities. Sure, maybe you've been friends with someone for ages and you guys just, crack up and all that type of stuff. But then you started going on your journey and you started realizing that the things that you once found entertaining or funny are no longer entertaining or funny. You've expressed it to the person and they just don't get it. You've expressed your boundaries and they're continuously overstepping, and you just no longer really feel that great when you're in their presence, right? This is where Spirit says, resend that invitation. Again, there are no stipulations as far as the duration of time that we must commit ourselves to another at the expense of our own soul or divinity, right? Now, this doesn't offer up an easy out card if you're thinking about that in terms of marriage or anything like that, but it does give cause for first and foremost conversation, because of course communication is key. You have to be able to express the things that no longer resonate with you. You have to be able to communicate and say, you know what, I know that this is something that we bonded over, but I just no longer vibe with it, right? And then based off of the other person's response, that will tell you a lot more. It's really telling. But the time has expired for us to have this mindset of all sales final. Because at any point, at any age, and under any circumstances, you can resend that invitation. That's like if you buy something from the store and realize that it no longer works, and I'm not talking about you've had it for a week and been using it actively, right, people? Because there are certain restrictions apply, right? But I'm talking about the thing that you just bought and you just put batteries in and realize it's broken, it doesn't work. Are you going to still keep it? Just because you're like, oh, you know what? Well, I did buy it and it's kind of on me, that it doesn't work. Or are you going to say, you know what? I just bought this. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to either exchange it or I'm going to get a full refund, right? Same thing, such as life, c'est la vie. That kind of sounded Spanish, but it's French. Anywho, let's not focus on that. The bottom line is this. You are not obligated. You are under no obligation to remain in a situation or circumstance that makes you feel like less than what you deserve, which is greatness. And this is a mutual circumstance, because it's not just you, right? It's the people that engage with you as well. It's a two-way street. It's not just your way or the highway. It's their way or the highway too. It's a lot of highways. So, yeah, that's it. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. And if this message resonates, then that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening, and I wish you the very, very best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace. And by the way, don't forget to check me out and look me up on all of other social media, whether that be YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, all of the things, right? But just remember that it's Marissa Moments. That's Marissa with one S, because there is only one me. And if the spirit moves you, feel free to send a little donation my way. All donations get reinvested right back into Marissa Moments, so that way we can kind of expand the awakening process and kind of get out there for more people to wake up, heal, and do all the things, right? So all amounts are appreciated and received with love. So that's it. So until next time, happy healing.